Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Bocchi The Rock. Last time around we had Lonely Rolling Bocchi, where we got to meet Hitori and how we get to know how awkward she is about people. She's got a lot of social anxieties, kind of introverted, and she has wanted to form a band for so long to overcome her social anxiety. And after years of that just not happening, then it did. A band found her. She has now joined this band. They had a name. I can't remember what it was, but it was like the Japanese word for a zip tie, basically. And yeah, so we have met up with Nijiki and Ryo, who are the other members of this band, and Hitori, now nicknamed Bocchi, is going to be working on her social anxiety and is going to try to talk to someone before they meet up again to practice. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So why don't we just go ahead and jump right into episode 2 of Bocchi The Rock. Here we go. Alrighty. Am I... I don't know. Am I crazy? Am I weird that I'm just like, I have invested into this girl as if she was my own daughter. He's ridiculous. I'm just like, come on. You can do it. I mean, like, look, man, retail is scary. I am probably somewhere between Bocchi and Ryo in terms of personality. I'm going to be honest. And I know that doesn't come across because on these videos, I'm probably more like Nijika. I'm, loud. But that's just because I am in the comfort of my own room with nobody else here, and there's just a camera. I don't see you, so... But that's the thing, But look, man. I years ago I had a retail job in college at the campus Barnes and Noble, and for the most part, I did stock. I did stock in the back. I did bringing out textbooks and stuff in the front. That was my job, and oh boy, I got sweaty. Let's start there. It's like I got sweaty. Doing that, but I did it, because I was the big guy. I was the big guy on staff, so I did that. There were the occasional days where I had to take over the cash register, and I'm going to be honest, it's like, yeah, I understand. That's anxiety right there, because A, I feel like I'm going too slow, which means I'm wasting someone's time. B, I feel like I'm going to screw this up in some way. Like, I'm going to make one simple mistake and it's going to destroy the entire process. I guess that's it, but still, that's pretty big. It's like, I'm just like, no. But, so I totally understand her. I totally understand her anxiety here. Now, for this particular job, it sounds delightful. Because you're just getting drinks, You're just getting drinks. They tell you what they want to drink, and then you do that. And it seems, it sounds like they've already paid, so they add 500 yen on top of their ticket to get a drink ticket. So you don't even have to deal with money. All you have to deal with is giving them a drink. That sounds beautiful. I would love to do that, They come up, they say, yo, I want an orange juice. I say, yo, let's do that. And then I go and I put the ice in, I put the orange juice in, I put the thing on, I'm like, yo, here's your orange juice. And they're like, yo, thanks for the orange juice. I don't know why we both turned into Jesse Pinkman, but that's just how it goes, Sometimes you turn into Jesse Pinkman. It happens to all of us. So it's like, I get it. I get why she's nervous, Now, and again, doing that, I could try to put on the charm. I would probably, almost put on this... I wouldn't be as fucking loud. I would kind of put on this level of charm and be like, So how can I help you? They would say, I want an orange juice. Like, orange juice, coming right up and go do that. There you go, one orange juice. With a smile. Although I especially with a smile, because I've been told, mainly by my mother, that I can come across as a little burly, a little I don't know what's the other word I'm thinking of. I come across as like, I don't know, too big. I mean, like, look, I am over 6 feet tall. I am a large gentleman. I have long hair. What's left of it. I have long hair, and I have the beard. It's like, I am a presence. I am a presence. But that said, it's like I am kind of like Rio, where it's like I'm genuinely just kind of quiet. I am, but kind of like, let me show you my default face. This is my default face, so I can understand why someone would look at this and be like, no, he's like, he looks like he's pissed, but there's just, maybe it would help without the glasses, because that is getting a reflection. I don't do this, but now I can't see, so. Yeah, but that's generally what I do. But still, it's like, I understand. I definitely understand. I understand what Hitori is going through. Again, I said we would bounce between Bocchi and Hitori. Let me know in the comments if, what people generally go for. Because I do try to go with, like, when a character has multiple names, I try to go with what is most commonly said, basically. So I'm going to bounce around between Bocchi and Hitori. And, of course, by the time you leave your comments on this episode, I will have already watched through episode 4, so I don't know. I'll just bounce around until I decide on one, I guess. But yeah. So it's like I completely understand Hitori in that instance of like, yeah, fucking retail is scary. But again, it's like with something like that. I mean, even like selling tickets to these concerts wouldn't be so bad because it's so simple. It's like they come in. Do they want a ticket? Do they want to come in and see the concert? That's 2,000 yen. If you want to drink, that's 500 extra. There you go. Like, even that is, like, really simple. Like, that's what I need for, like, my smooth ape brain is, like, simple things, And aside from that, hey, man, you tell me to clean, I'm going to clean the shit out of this place. Sometimes literally, You tell me to, like, clean or move things, I am there. Again, whatever works for my smooth monkey brain, I am totally there. But that's the thing. Why do you think I'm on YouTube? She needs to start a Patreon. She definitely needs to start a Patreon. Oh my gosh, she has like 30,000 subs. I have like, 8? I have like 8,000 subs, and I have a Patreon, and it's moderately successful. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like I could live off of it, but good lord, it's nice to have some money coming in, But I have a Patreon that brings in money. She should have a Patreon that brings in money for her Guitar Hero channel, She should totally do. Oh man. Oh my god, she really is my daughter. I'm old, and she feels like me. I mean, she's a much more worse version of me because she's got the social anxiety way more than I do. But oh my god, I see so much. I see so much in her, and I'm invested, and I'm proud of what she's been doing. I just is ridiculous, Like, add her to the list. Like, I have an ongoing list. This is gonna sound weird if you haven't heard of it before, but I have an ongoing list of anime girls that are not really waifus. They're daughter foos. Like Eri from My Hero Academia, Anya from Spy Family, Nezuko from Demon Slayer. I think I'm gonna add Hitori to that. I think I'm gonna add Hitori to that of, like, no, she's not really a waifu. She's not really a waifu. She is a daughter foo. You don't want any like relationship, but you're just like, this is my child now, you know. Ugh. So yeah, for the other stuff this episode, that the talk at the beginning was interesting. You know, a 2-hour commute, that was crazy, but hey, I mean, cause see, you hear about that. I mean, I don't do that because I mean, good lord, if I had to do that, like, what is a 2-hour commute here? A 2-hour commute is driving to Tulsa, you know? Like, I live around Oklahoma City, so a 2-hour commute for me is like going to Tulsa, and that's like a day trip almost, you know? I think, I mean, yeah, I guess 2 hours, yeah, I think that would be, I was gonna look it up, but who fucking cares? But anyway, but yeah, it's like, that would basically be, man, so imagine, like, every day, if I had to drive to Tulsa and back, good lord. Man, I don't know if I could do that, but she wanted to get away from anyone who knew about her past. But that's the thing, honey. Nobody knew about your past because nobody knows who the fuck you are. And now you've gone to a new school to do that, so, I don't know, it's fine. But hey, this 2-hour commute has meant that you can, that you have joined this band, so that's at least good. But man, a 2-hour commute. And I guess that doesn't mean it's like the whole thing, but like, I don't know, like, where is she? Like if you make the assumption that this is Tokyo, which even then, I don't know. Like, does it say where she lives? It doesn't really say where she lives. And it doesn't, oh wait. Okay, yeah, so Shuka High School, which is where she goes, is in Shimo Kitazawa Setagaya, Tokyo. Okay. It doesn't say where she lives, though. Yeah, it doesn't really say where she lives, though. But, I mean, even still, I mean, granted, Tokyo is a big city. In fact, Tokyo is not only a big city, it's the biggest city on Earth. So, I mean, maybe she just lives, you know, with the commuting. I don't know. But a 2-hour commute, that's crazy. But now she's got a job because they have to get a job. So that was an interesting thing too. I like anime that can kind of teach you things, you know, about stuff that you don't really know. And yeah, so I'm like learning the ins and outs of like being a small time band in a club, you know? Like, that's really cool. I like that, you know? It's the same thing like you learn about like learning about like idol culture on Oshinoko, or learning fucking economics on Spice and Wolf. I've been watching the new Spice and Wolf anime recently, and oh my god, it is so hard to follow. Like, I took an economics course like 10 years ago, and I'm just like, how the fuck? I just came here for cute wolf girl, but that's beside the point. Anyway, but I like those little things, you know. It's like, oh, if you don't pull in enough of a crowd, then basically you have to pay, you know, what you didn't bring in. But if you bring in more than the quota, basically, then you get that extra, which is really interesting. So in the meantime, what they're doing is getting jobs and working, and while they're all working at the club anyway. So, but Hitori's social anxiety has obviously was going through the roof. I mean, when does it not go through the roof? But yeah, just trying to catch a cold, just sitting in ice water for like a half hour, you know, like just ridiculous. And then, you know, sitting in front of a fan afterwards, just trying to catch a cold, and just, nope, she's too good. She's too healthy. But then, after, you know, putting in all that social power to at work, then she caught a cold. Then she got a horrendous fever because, yeah, she used up all of her energy and power trying to do that. So that was funny. But yeah, but she is starting to grow. And honestly, I love how supportive Ryo and Nijiki are, because they're just like, it's so interesting because it's like, yeah, obviously they want to support their bandmate, but it's like, I feel like they've really invested in Hitori just so immediately. It's like they're really trying to help her like get better, honestly, and they don't even know her that well, you know. But that's the thing is that, I mean, well, first off, they're just nice like that, but it's just like they've invested in her. Like, it's either her or they're down their guitarist again, you know. So, but now they have their guitarist. They are invested and they are doing everything they can to support her, which is great. But now we need a new singer. We need a new singer, and it looks like red-haired girl, whose name we'll get later, seems to be our next bandmate, which will be pretty cool. So yeah, really interesting stuff is happening, and I'm curious to see where we are going next time. But that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all my Bocchi reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.